Mili, Between Two Worlds, Limbus Company by Mili is what we're going to be reacting to today. But of course, I'll say this at the beginning of the video all the time, every time. Please do check the link in the description because not my content is there. As much as possible out there to you. Go to the original video, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, or whatever you want really. And show the original creation love because not my content is there. You do not want to take away from them. And I'm sure they make amazing content on their channel and shit like that. I'm just giving you my thoughts. If I like it, I'm sure I will enjoy it. But yes, link in the description of the channel, the video. Please check that out. Seeing as this is a 4 minute and 56-second long video. I will stop somewhere in the middle and give you my thoughts. But yeah, link in the description of the channel, the video. Please feel free to check that out. Mili, I love Mili because they have created some songs that I very much do enjoy. And I've reacted to a decent amount of their songs that are very, very amazing. And I love the meaning of so many of them. It is so nice. But anyways, yeah, I'll stop yapping there. I'll shut my lips and let's just get straight into it, shall we? I can't believe I stop it as soon as they change it, dude. Oh fuck. Yeah. Uh Interesting. Very, very interesting. As soon as this frame popped up, I'm like, oh my god, the art looks amazing, dude. Genuinely the art looks amazing. I wonder if this is digitally made or is an actual like made traditionally, like with a pen and paper, or is it if it's a painting or not, because this looks amazing to look at and they're explaining the story so well, but I don't know what it's talking about at all, but it looks so amazing that I just can't help but I can't take my eyes off of it because I wonder what they're trying to tell. Even with the blue birds, it's so interesting, and their body is like fading away by their feet and shit like that. I'm like, what, dude? As soon as I saw the blue birds, though, I was like, oh my god! I was thinking of Twitter. I don't know why people call it Twitter. Nobody calls it X. Come on, and also don't use that. Full of hatred people, full of hateful people. That's what I think, but that's just me, and I don't use it. But yeah, it just looks amazing. But the song, it brings me to even more questions, because it felt almost like angelic, choir like. It felt like songs from the church. I'm not saying that it is from the church, but it felt like that sort of vibe, and it's very interesting. At like what they're trying to do. Let me read some of the lyrics. The first like the first verse. Oh, it's this time of the year. Oh, very so merry night we hold dear. So many regrets bring me to tears. On Christmas Eve, Sinclair was going to confess about stealing the basement key from his family to come home to them being murdered by Cromer and Guido. Outside of his Guido, is that how you say his name? Guido, Guido, Guido. I think it's Guido. N Corp would raid, torch, and massacre the town of Claw. I don't know. A merry night we hold dear, being turned into a night full of regret and fear for Sinclair. Not many notice nor care. When taken from Cromer's point of view, it could be about a few caring about the infection that is the augmentations. Many people in Sinclair's class are excited about augmentations, while to Cromer they are an affront to humanity. When viewed from Sinclair, it could be talking about how much unwilling he was to get in an augment, along with how much the idea made him uncomfortable. In the Ritual Square 1 cutscene into Canto 3's dungeon, he mentions how none of the other kids noticed or cared about his discomfort when talking about augmentation. No one but Cromer. I keep forgetting that this song is based off Limbus Company, and it has like very, very real story on it. And I don't know it. I did try playing the game before, but I thought I was okay, and I didn't continue too much. But like the story can be so compelling, and it can be so interesting to get into that. I don't know what it's about, but I'm sure it's great. Oh my savior, oh why does a common fire hold so much power? Likely sung from Cromer's point of view, she has referred to Sinclair as her savior before in the story because of his connection and how easily manipulated he is. We see her burning down Sinclair's village. She may also be referring to Sinclair as a common fire because of how he is so unremarkable and plain, and yet is the key to her plan. If only we could be forever naive and pure. If only we could lead plainless futures. If only there could be a forgiving world. Once Sinclair went down into the basement with Cromer, it was then he realized how easy and peaceful his life has been, leading to these regrets and wishes to go back to that peaceful and painless life before the basement. I can't believe I stop it as soon as they like pick up the pace and shit like that. But yeah, it is so interesting, and even the background, it went from white to black. It's like I'm telling you, they're trying to tell something, but I don't know it genuinely. But yeah, I'm gonna keep listening to more of it because this song it feels like it's more telling a story if anything, but still very enjoyable.
Hey boss, hey guys, hey fun, hey dog, hey kiss, hey yes, 23 ripples, hey where, hey slow, hey marching time, cider, hey front, hey sing, hey hot, hey mother, infected, you have invented.
That was great. That was amazing. If anything, I don't know what it is about, but this felt so cinematic. Even the hard parts, or even the parts where they were going quick, it really plans to like emphasize it. When they said a split sky, an earth, I fell into a crack. It was like very interesting. Like I was like, oh my god, I'm getting so into this, and I love the fact that they emphasize it so much. It felt so impactful that I loved it. Genuinely. I don't know what this song is about. So let me just read what someone said on Reddit, explaining an analysis on Between Two Worlds lyrics. It says it's pretty much Sinclair's journey in the book from living an innocent world before he got bullied and blackmailed hard by Cromer, only for Damien to appear out of nowhere and save him from Cromer, leading him to the darker side of the world that make him a lot more rebellious. Sorry? The next part describes his time at a boarding school where his family was struggling to deal with his attitude. This is where he started drawing a picture that kept changing how it looks from a girl he saw, slowly shaping to look like Demian. When he sent the picture of him, Demian sent back a letter saying the bird fights its way out of the egg. I don't think the song just ends at just Abraxas part, because the next verse feels like it's describing Sinclair's search for Demian's mother, Frau Eva, who is someone Sinclair keeps seeing and drawing in his dreamlike state. And when he does meet her and Demian again during vacation, they start talking about Mark of Cain, what it represents, and how World War I was coming, which works best with verse 5. And verse 6 describes how Sinclair was pretty much entirely rejected his upbringing, and his time with Demian and Frau helped to push him forward and his own, that he doesn't even need to always look for Demian by his side every time anymore. I won't lie to you, I don't know what I just read, but it's something about Limbus Company, clearly. And the story about Sinclair's journey is what I get. It said a song made for Project Moon's Limbus Company. It is specifically the theme for the final boss fight of the 3rd chapter. So this is just for the 3rd chapter. And it says contains references to the Book of Demian. What? I don't know what is the Book of Demian. What is that? Demian, the story of boyhood. What? What is this? Emil Sinclair is a young boy raised in a middle-class home amidst what is described as Schweinhalt, a composite word meaning world of illusion, so his entire existence can be summarized as a struggle between two worlds. Oh my god! The show World of Illusion, related to the Hindu concept of Maya, and the real world is a world of spiritual truth. See Plato's Cave and Dualism. Oh my god, it's based off a book. What the fuck? There's way more lore than I expected in this. What the hell? There's one part here that in verse 6 where they were saying Katre o lamenta. What does this mean? This phrase is seemingly in a made-up language along with the lyrics Aiya, Aiyo, and Leriyahya. I don't know how to say it. This is something that Mili has done in other songs, most famously in their other song Within. This is the technique that has multiple versions and names such as scat music, or vocables. The most fitting name for the variation used in this song, however, is glossolalia, blah, blah, I don't know how to say that. Glossolalia is essentially made up lyrics used in songs or prayers or religious worship, which perfectly matches the biblical nature of Between Two Worlds. What the fuck? There's a lot of shit here that I do not understand clearly, but what I know is that this is Sinclair's journey and it's based off the Book of Demian, and it's talking about the Limbus Company. That's for sure. But my overall thoughts on it, it's nice. It's amazing. I love the fact that they're genuinely trying to tell a story with it. And I was very infatuated with it. I wanted to see what was happening. And like this art as well, it just looks amazing. Even though it's just a still picture, it looks amazing. And like, I just can't help but praise it so much. Mili always makes such good shite. And I don't know what it is most of the time. And I don't know the meaning of it, but I love it, dude. You just can't help but appreciate good shite. And they made good shite, is what I'm trying to tell you. But yes, of course, I'll say this at the end of the video. All the time, every time. Please do check the link in the description, because not my content, is theirs, alright? Link in the description for the channel and the video. Please do check that out. But yeah, I'll stop yapping there, and I hope you all have a great one. As always, everybody, bye.